after Daddy got his doctorate, my life was a little different. And at St. Olaf, that's a time when they started to realize that they could do some overseas programs. And it was Ansgar Sovik and Rader Dittman who came up with the ideas. And Daddy saw a perfect opportunity in the music department. So he would take students for the interim. They developed the interim program at St. Olaf, and he would take students in the interim to Germany and to Austria to hear music. And it was a wonderful experience for the kids. They got to hear so many operas and orchestras. And they were in England, and they were in Germany, and they were in well, I think it was mostly England and Germany that they went to. And then finally, of course, when Terry got to the point that he finished at Stanford, he decided to go into the Peace Corps, and he went to Thailand, and Dr. Rand knew that. And because Terry had been dating one of Rand's daughters briefly, and so he called Daddy in, and he wondered if Daddy would be interested in taking the Thai semester. And of course, that was pretty exciting. But unfortunately, that was just at the time that we realized Mutti had not been feeling well. And I guess I had to go back and forth to Chicago during a year because Mutti had serious surgery, and he was in the hospital for 6 weeks. It was just awful. And Mama was back and forth on the bus to see him because she didn't drive, of course. So I would go as frequently as I could to Chicago during that time. And we finally realized they had to move to Northfield. So that was in 68. Or 69, 68 that they moved to Northfield. And it was in 69, 70 that we went to Thailand. Unfortunately, Mama didn't live very long. They moved to our house in July, and she died the following March from angina. So that was a pretty sad thing for Mutti to be left all alone. And not only that, we not only left him alone, or he was alone without Mama, but then we went to Thailand. And we wanted to take him along, but we were afraid it would be too hard a trip on him. And it would have been. It would have been too much traveling for him. You were home at that time, though. And between you and, well, of course, Barb's was with us, so it was just you at home. But you kept an eye on Mutti, and you lived in the basement at his house, I think, that year, didn't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was the following year that Grandpa moved to Northfield, too, and we had both Grandpa and Mutti. Grandpa was at the retirement center. Mutti was still in his house until he got sick. And then he had to end up at the retirement center as well. Oh, I'm not doing a good job on this.